Y'all won't believe what just happened. The family war that's been brewing behind closed doors just exploded on. Now it's all out in the open. Karlissa Saffold, Blueface's own mother, just went on a public rampage and dropped a legal BOMB that's got everyone stunned. She's not just throwing shade anymore. Scazian straight to court, demanding full custody of baby Junior and calling Chrisean Rock an unfit mother. In a video that's already going viral, Karlissa didn't hold back tears, fury, and pure rage. She laid out everything she claims Chrisean has done wrong. From neglect to reckless behavior, Karlissa is painting a picture of a mother spiraling out of control. And she says it's time someone stepped in before it's too late. But that's not all. In a twist that nobody saw coming, Karlissa claims she has secret footage proof that could tip the entire case in her favor. Is it real? Is it just another stunt for attention? Or is baby Junior truly in danger? Buckle up, because this drama is about to get messy, emotional, and dangerous. And trust me, you haven't heard the worst of it yet. Before we dive headfirst into this explosive custody battle, let's rewind for a moment, because this story didn't start in court. It started in chaos, and at the center of that chaos, three names: Chrisean Rock, Blueface, and Karisa Saffold. We all know Chrisean Rock, reality TV's wildcard. The woman who exploded onto the scene with her fierce loyalty, raw emotions, and non-stop drama. Her relationship with Blueface was never normal. It was a storm, a roller coaster. One minute they were in love, the next minute fists were flying and furniture was flipping. And right there in the middle of it all, baby Junior, an innocent child born into a media frenzy. Now Karlissa, Blueface's outspoken mother, always had a complicated relationship with her son, and an even more volatile relationship with Chrisean. From social media spats to on camera fights, Karlissa has never minced words when it comes to Chrisean. It's called her toxic, irresponsible, dangerous. But until now, it was all talk. This time, she's taking action. According to insiders, Karlissa's been quietly building a legal case for months. Screenshots, witness testimonies, alleged video evidence. All of it reportedly gathered and submitted to her attorney. And now, she's officially petitioning the court for full custody of baby Junior. She's telling the world that she's the only one fit to raise him, not Chrisean, not even Blueface. Her dot in a fiery live stream that dropped like a bomb on Instagram. Karlissa delivered her ultimatum. With trembling hands and fire in her voice, she said, "Enough is enough. I've watched my grandson get dragged through the dirt. I've watched him cry while y'all chase clout. I'm done watching. I'm stepping in. This child needs structure. He needs love. He needs protection. And I will not let him grow up in madness." And that live stream, it blew up. Within minutes, hashtags started trending. Hashtag Save Baby Junior. Hashtag Karlissa Speaks. Hashtag Chrisean Unfit. The court of public opinion is only half the battle, because behind the scenes, things are even uglier. Sources close to the situation say Karlissa's legal team has obtained footage that allegedly shows Chrisean leaving baby Junior alone for hours and engaging in unsafe behavior at a recent party. Whether this footage is real or fabricated is still being investigated. But the rumor mill is spinning at full speed, and fans are divided. On one side, there's the Team Chrisean army, claiming Karlissa is clout chasing and trying to control, a narrative she was never part of. On the other side, Team Karlissa is demanding accountability and calling for CPS involvement. Even Blueface hasn't escaped the fallout. He stayed mostly silent, but insiders claim he's feeling the pressure. Some say he's leaning toward backing his mom. Others say he's still loyal to Chrisean and doesn't want to tear his family apart. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about parenting. It's about power, control, and revenge. See? Ever since Chrisean's fame skyrocketed, Karlissa's been pushed further and further out of the picture. And now, she's done watching from the sidelines. This custody battle isn't just about baby Junior. It's about regaining control of a family spiraling into chaos. And just when you think this can't get any messier. Cliffhanger. A mysterious voicemail surfaces that allegedly features Chrisean in tears, begging someone not to take him away. The voice on the other end, believed to be Karlissa, the sun hadn't even risen when the first court documents were leaked. Screenshots began circulating on X, formerly Twitter, showing Karlissa Saffold's official petition for full custody of baby Junior. The documents, stamped and verified, made one thing painfully clear. This was no publicity stunt. This was real. Karlissa was going to war and her opening attack. A scathing 17-page affidavit accusing Chrisean Rock of consistent emotional instability, excessive partying, and endangering the welfare of a minor. She claimed that baby Junior had been found unattended multiple times and alleged that Chrisean had been under the influence while responsible for his care. The internet exploded. Fans were stunned. Critics were vocal. But the real chaos began when Chrisean responded not in court. On Instagram Live, with tears in her eyes, visibly shaken but fiery as ever, Chrisean didn't hold back. She screamed into her phone, "She trying to snatch my son. This woman ain't never changed a diaper, ain't never bought him a bottle. Where was she when I was alone in that hospital? Where was she when I was bleeding and scared and still had to hold my baby in my arms? She don't want him, she wants control." But the drama didn't stop at words. Just hours later, TMZ dropped security footage from an unnamed Beverly Hills condo. The clip allegedly showed Chrisean exiting an elevator alone. At 2:47 a.m., without baby Junior, the headline was brutal. Where was baby Junior? New footage raises alarming questions, and that was just the beginning. Soon after, a voice note was leaked, a grainy, static-filled message supposedly sent by Chrisean to a friend. "I just needed one night out. I left him with someone I trust, I swear." But now everyone acting like I left him on the street? Social media went nuclear. One user posted, "We begged her to slow down. We begged her to take motherhood seriously. But she wanted the spotlight more than her son." Another wrote, "Karlissa ain't perfect, but she ain't wrong this time. That baby deserves peace." #UnfitMom was trending by morning, but just when it felt like Chrisean was drowning in criticism. The cliffhanger as the hearing adjourned. A mysterious envelope was handed to the judge by a private investigator. No one knows what's inside. No one's talking, but one thing's for sure. This custody war just got darker. The silence after the mysterious envelope was delivered to the judge didn't last long. In fact, it triggered the most explosive chain reaction yet. That envelope unsealed just moments before court adjourned included unedited surveillance photos, allegedly taken outside Chrisean's rented LA apartment. The timestamps matched the exact night baby Junior was reportedly left with someone she trusted. And guess what? Someone turned out to be a man with a criminal record. Former promoter who had been previously charged with neglect in a separate custody case. The courtroom gasped. Journalists scrambled, and social media, it imploded. Hashtags like #Where was baby Junior? #Karlissa was right. And #ChrisEan failed us began trending across Instagram and X. But just when it looked like the narrative was sealed Chrisean as reckless. Karlissa. As the protector, a new bombshell dropped. A former Blueface team member, known only as T, leaked a chilling voicemail from Karlissa herself, dated just weeks before she filed for custody. In the message, she said, "This girl's fallen apart. All I need is one good story, something juicy, ... That Cortel hand me that baby before she can blink." The internet lost its mind. Could it be true? Was Karlissa manufacturing a narrative for court leverage? Was this really about baby JR's safety, or about revenge, clout, and control? Then came the footage. An anonymous blog released hospital security camera video allegedly showing baby Junior alone in a waiting room for over 20 minutes. The baby's stroller sat still. No adult was seen in the frame. Chrisean's rep immediately claimed the video was heavily edited, saying that footage doesn't show the nurse who was standing just outside the frame the entire time. It's manipulative and dangerous to share. Partial truths. But the damage was done. Fake Twitter threads began circulating. Y'all remember when she took baby Junior to that studio at 3 a.m.? She admitted herself that she wasn't ready for motherhood. Karlissa might be messy, but at least she's consistent. Still, Chrisean wasn't alone. A massive wave of celebrity support surged behind her. Summer Walker, Cardi B, and Ari Fletcher all posted messages in defense of Chrisean.cardi. V's post read, "This system was never built to protect mothers like us." I don't know the full story, but dragging a mom through court in front of the world ain't the way to fix it. That one post shifted the tide, just slightly. Karlissa clapped back on Facebook Live. "Y'all defending broken behavior. I'm not trying to take her child, I'm trying to save him." And then, it's the most unexpected twist yet. A verified source leaked a Child Protective Services CPS document stating that Karlissa herself had been flagged in 2019 for aggressive conduct toward a previous grandchild. The case had been closed, but it cast a dark shadow over her sudden interest in baby Junior. Tension skyrocketed. Talk shows were booking panelists. Podcasts were debating the morality of both women. Memes flooded Instagram. And in the center of it all, baby Junior, barely 2 years old, had become a viral headline. And then came the moment that changed everything. Blueface broke his silence in a recorded jailhouse phone call leaked by a gossip blog. Blueface was heard saying, "Man, this ain't about the baby no more. It's a war between my mom and my girl. I ain't talking sides, but y'all better stop playing like my son ain't caught in the middle of it." His tone, cold, calculated. emotionless. This ignited new rumors. Was Blueface pulling strings behind the scenes? Was he letting Karlissa fight the battle he didn't want to publicly own? Cliffhanger. At the end of the court day, the judge made one cryptic statement. "Given the nature of the new evidence, we are placing a temporary injunction on baby JR's residence, pending final review." That's right, custody limbo. The baby would be placed in neutral care, and the next court date was set for 10 days later. And until then, nobody knew where baby Junior was. By now, the internet had turned into a digital war zone. Every post, every story, every thread, baby JR's name was everywhere. But instead of sympathy, the situation was becoming a full-blown media circus. Instagram live debates broke out between influencers. On one side were the Karlissa defenders, who claimed she was the only sane one trying to protect the baby. On the other were Team Chrisean, defending a young mom under extreme pressure and public harassment. A viral tweet read, "Y'all act like y'all ain't seen this girl raise that baby alone while Blueface ran wild and Karlissa sat online." Throwing shade? Another hit back. Raising a child don't mean not letting strangers watch him while you in the studio. Drunk at 4 a.m. Karlissa ain't crazy, she's just fed up. Celebrities started weighing in too. JT from City Girls posted on her. Storyman ... Both sides look messy. God. But that baby don't deserve to be passed around like a prop. Somebody needs to step in FR. Meanwhile, gossip blogs were going full throttle. The Neighborhood Talk posted a side-by-side of Karlissa's courtroom outfit versus Chrisean's Instagram live outfit. Captioning: "One came to fight in court, the other came to fight on live. Spiritual." World posted poll results. Who's telling the truth? Karlissa to 57%, Chrisean to 43% over 600K votes. Comment sections became battlegrounds. This child deserves peace, not headlines. Karlissa doing this for clout? Watch her try to get a Zeus deal next. I'm praying for that baby. This is too much. Even Wendy Williams, former producer, tweeted, This has officially become the most emotionally toxic custody battle since Blac Chyna versus Rob. But this time, there's no Kardashian empire to hide behind. A panel on The Real, now revamped with new hosts, did a full segment on the case. One host said tearfully, "I was a single mom at 22. I made mistakes. But no one tried to rip my child away on national TV. There needs to be compassion." But just as Chrisean began getting some public sympathy, a new leak threatened to undo everything. A clip surfaced from a deleted Instagram Live where Chrisean could be heard yelling in the background while baby Junior cried. The video was grainy. The audio distorted, but it didn't matter. It went viral in minutes. Public opinion flipped again. Karlissa's supporters used the video as fuel. "This is what we've been saying. The child is in chaos." While Team Chrisean fired back, "Y'all never heard a baby cry before. Y'all don't know the full story." Cardi B jumped in again, trying to calm the chaos. "Everyone got receipts, but nobody got empathy. A baby ain't a trending topic. He's a human being." Still, it wasn't enough to stop the damage. Legal analysts on YouTube channels like Legal and Mob Radio began dissecting the case. If Karlissa has video, photos, CPS history, and now this audio, it's going to be an uphill battle. For Chrisean, the hashtag #SaveBabyJuicer hit 12 million views on TikTok. Teen creators began doing deep dives, stitching together Karlissa's accusations with past Chrisean clips. Some clips were fake. Some were out of context, but none of that mattered anymore. Yes, his name was listed as a potential witness. For Karlissa, the streets exploded. "Wait, Blueface taking his mom aside? Ain't nitrogen monoxide way he, backing her over the mother of his child. This ain't even about the baby anymore, it's a family coup." Then Chrisean came back online, and this time, she wasn't crying. In a brutally raw Instagram live, she sat stone-faced. Hair tied back, no filters, no tears. "Y'all want to know what's really going on? Bet. I got receipts. Karlissa don't want no judge seeing." She pulled out a binder, yes, a physical binder full of printouts, screenshots, texts, police reports, names blurred, faces redacted. And then she dropped it. "If I go down, we all go down. Don't test me." Fans watched in real-time panic as Chrisean flipped through pages. She claimed Karlissa was present during Blueface's most violent outbursts. Karlissa once left baby Junior alone for hours while shopping. Karlissa had a history with CPS herself, dating back to when Blueface was a child. The comments section exploded. This is turning into a war dossier. Yo, she really been collecting? Files like it's the FBI. It's just flipped the whole case. But the final twist came when Chrisean stood up, walked off camera, and returned holding what appeared to be a private voice recording device. She clicked play. A muffled voice, allegedly Karlissa, could be heard saying, "That baby ain't even safe with her. But if I get him, we can finally get a show deal." Gasps, screams. Exposed comments flooded the live feed. Viewers started screen recording like crazy. TikToks were up within minutes. Hashtags blew up. Hashtag Baby Junior drama, #Karlissa, Unfit, #Chris, EAN wins. Legal analysts jumped back in. If this audio holds up, Karlissa may have just tanked her entire case. But hold on. An anonymous page posted a grainy video clip of Chrisean allegedly coaching someone to say things on tape. Was it real? Was it fake? Nobody knew what to believe anymore. The plot had spiraled into layers of betrayal, revenge, and courtroom warfare. Even baby JR's godmother spoke out in a cryptic tweet. "All I can say is, I don't know half of it." So where do we stand now? The custody battle is headed to court next week. Karlissa has gone silent. Chrisean claims she has one more tape, and Blueface still hasn't said a word. But insiders claim he's about to break his silence on an exclusive Zeus Network special. So, Here's the question, ... Will Baby Junior end up in the middle of a televised custody war? Or is this all just a clout chasing circus? One thing's for sure, the next update might change everything. So now we're left at a breaking point, a fragile moment where truth, lies, and legacy are all colliding. Chrisean Rock isn't backing down. Karlissa isn't letting go. And Baby Junior? He's caught in the middle of a war that's no longer just about custody. It's about control, exposure, and power. This isn't just a personal feud anymore. It's turned into a national obsession, with everyone from bloggers to celebrities to court insiders weighing in. Who's telling the truth? Who's playing games? And is someone about to go too far just to win? But here's the real kicker. The next move might not come from Chrisean or Karlissa. Rumors are swirling that Blueface is about to break his silence. And what he says could flip the entire case upside down. So now we turn to you, the viewers, the fans, the detectives of the internet. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you believe, Chrisean or Karlissa? Should Blueface take custody himself? Do you think the final tape Chrisean teased actually exists? Comment below. Smash that like button if you're following this roller coaster. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update in this explosive saga. Because if you thought this story was over, trust me, it's only just getting started. And when the next tape drops, we'll be right here breaking it all down. Stay tuned.